Good evening, viewers. Welcome to another episode of COVIDCASTJA. Can you imagine we are at episode 36? And I know that we have several of our viewers on tonight who've been with us from episode 1. And the good thing is if you've been with us from episode 1, tonight is the episode for you because you will be rewarded for your faithfulness. Tonight, we're going to be talking about our favorite things, raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Today, we're going to be talking about our favorite Jamaican things because notwithstanding the vagaries of COVID, our people are absolutely magnificent. We have some of the best artisans the world has to offer. And tonight we are going to be showcasing some of the amazing work that is being done by our medium, micro, small, and medium businesses. So tonight, listen, tonight is an episode where you just rock back. All of those who have been with us for the last 35 episodes, you've got this because you know that you got some prizes to win. And the prize them and a Fenke prize. The prizes are turned up. Now, this week we don't have a memo, but we usually have a weekly memo that we go through whatever topic we're discussing. And if you are not yet signed up, please email us at sme@psoj.org. And you know we like to welcome our early guests. Lisa, Craig, Patrice, Tanika, Rohan, Latoya, Cynthia, D, Dr. Smith, who is with us almost every week. Kerry-Ann Matthews, Yvonne Mirage. Hi, Yvonne, Cynthia Roden. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But tonight we're saying, even though you have the potential to win a gift, tonight is all about sharing and caring. Please call a friend right now, WhatsApp them, send them the link so that they can join. We are at episode 36, which means that we've had 35 episodes. We started in March of this year, Nevada. That's right. Close our season celebrating the people that this program is all about, or MSMEs, or micro, small, and medium enterprises. I'd like to welcome tonight my co-host, lead architect, PSOJ AFFP project, my screen husband, Nevada. How you doing?
Excellent. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you, Rochelle. Hello to all the SMEs out there for Christmas. We certainly are hoping that you push through this season. I think there's still going to be some shopping. Maybe it's not as much as last year, but there's going to be shopping. And it's certainly if you're offering an exquisite product, an amazing product, you will not have trouble making bank this Christmas. Fenke, now cut it. So this is the season and the reason to be fabulous in the products and services that you are offering, because people do still have money to spend, but they're just being a little more careful about it. So make sure you're on that list of the things that we are likely to buy. What I wanted to do, Rochelle, I wanted to start out with a graphic as to how you think about your products and services towards an exquisite product or service offering. This is a good thing to do over the holidays, actually, to ask yourself a question around, are you in fact offering an exquisite product? This is up in our Instagram, this is in our memo, it's all over the place, right? But just to sit down and think about your product or service. And there are what we call 11 critical characteristics. And what we ask you to do is to grade your own product or service between 1 and 4. By the way, there's a little trick in consulting where we use 1 to 4 as opposed to 1 to 5. When you use odd numbers like 1 to 5, what you have is you get a lot of people saying 3, which doesn't give you any information. So you're always better off choosing even numbers. 1 to 4, 1 to 6. So it forces you to say, am I above the line or below the line, right? So we're using 1 to 4 in this case. The first thing, critical characteristic, right? Is it unique, distinctive, memorable, or stand out in some way? What's your product, right? Is it intuitive to use and simple to understand and describe? Or when you ask somebody what you sell, you can't figure it out, you can't describe it, and so on. Yes, Rashi?
No, that's so important. Is it intuitive?
Yes.
Or you need a degree to use the product.
Yes. And remember, even if it isn't intuitive, you need to find the language to describe it in such a way that the people get it. For example, tech fails often as a sale because the way they're articulating the tech that's being sold is going over the people in their head.
Exactly.
But if you articulate in a way that talked about the solution for the small business, for example, then it starts to be intuitive, right?
Exactly.
So the issue is, if your natural definition of your product is not intuitive, spend the time. Get a friend who's a good writer. How will you describe the product to make it intuitive? Do you have product enhancing packaging or service extras? What's a little wrap around it? Or you just throw it in like a brown paper bag and you're done. Superb customer service. What I show a few weeks about customer service, that also makes for an exquisite product or service experience. Does it have broad enough market appeal? Or just you and your two friends would be interested in buying this? Make sure that there's enough people out there. We don't have to have a mass market product, but enough people have to be interested in actually buying it.
Yeah.
Then,
and one of the points you had made in an earlier episode that really it's just your mom and your aunt and your sister that think this is a great product. Maybe you need to push it a little wider and get more feedback, because sometimes that feedback is what is essential to make it an exquisite product.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Getting the feedback from the market. Is there a clear reason to buy it? Is it easy to understand the value proposition? Here's the thing. High perceived price to value alignment. No, we are not saying cheap. But what we're saying is, whatever people are going to pay, they must perceive that the value is worth it. The critical thing is to align the perception of the price and the value. So when people sometimes say, why that sounds expensive, what they're really saying is not necessarily that it's expensive, but what they think you're offering is not worth the price, right? Armani doesn't have that problem, right? Big price for a shirt, but people perceive that there's price value alignment. Then there's often things what I call, if you can get interesting stories and myths about the products, about the company, about the owners. If any of you have ever been to Stush in the Bush, the married couple that's there, their love story is part of the product and service that they're selling. And it's beautiful and everyone wants to hear it, right? So this whole idea of, are there interesting stories or myths around the products, the company, or the owners? Consistency. And availability. One of the most frustrating things is that, you had a cocktail last week at your favorite bar. You come back 2 weeks later, you order the same cocktail and it's not working. It's just not right. So the whole idea of being able to deliver, or last year you did buy a nice bag. This year you buy the same bag as a gift and it's a mashup. Yeah. Consistency of quality and availability over time. Extremely frustrating. Yes, right.
I need you to touch on availability a little bit more, because as you know, a lot of our MSMEs, especially our micro business owners, are like, I have been feeling the vagaries of COVID. Yes. And I have had to cut down my production tremendously. And I've got some visibility, but I don't have enough product. No. And the people are calling and they're like, but me see the product and the product nice. I know we can't get the product. How do you balance like that inventory?
Absolutely. Certainly Christmas season and stuff, you need to have a little extra. But what I would also do, if you realize that it's out, because this is what causes the frustration. You can't keep advertising the product that you've already run out of and don't expect till January. Because all you're doing is creating the frustration. No, we don't have it. When are you going to get it? January. Or no, you don't have it. When are you going to get it? No, I don't know when I'm going to deliver it. Even worse. Frustration, right? So the key thing about the quality of what you're delivering, the availability over time, also critical. Comparison to the competitive advantage. Competitive offering. What's better about you versus your competitor? Are you the same? Are you in the top 10%? Are you in the top 5%? Are you in the bottom 10%? Where does your product rank with what you'd consider similar types of products? Do consumers love it? Speak about it. Proven results. Do they come and buy it again for themselves or as a gift? Are they naturally brand ambassadors? We're going to have some brand ambassadors tonight, like Novia McDonald-Whyte, who's going to talk about products that she loves, right? And then do they post it on their IG? Are they making people aware? Look at this new dress that I bought. Look at this new phone that I bought, right? Are they naturally sending out a message for you? Then have you gotten media attention or reviews? Is the Style Observer interested in your product? Is the Gleaner interested in your product? or even after trying to get to journalists, there isn't that much interest, right? And again, you do not have to have all 11 of these characteristics. What we are trying to assess is on these 11 characteristics, just put it up again, where do you rank? Where is your ranking? And then out of a total possible score of 44. So this is a good exercise to go through to sort of discover, do I or do I not have an exquisite product? Yeah. And with that, let's introduce Jamaica to some, and the COVIDCast viewers to some exquisite products.
Before we go there, I noticed that I noticed a comment earlier from Mags which said, all good things must come. Good night, everyone. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. So Mags, just in case you think that for some reason COVIDCast has ended tonight, no, because we're a big show. Season 1 ends tonight, and we start back again bigger and better in January. So if you thought that this season was amazing, the experts that we had on the show, we're turning it up further for the next season.
Yes, it's just the end of our season for 2020. We will be back on January 14th. Put that in your calendar. Put that in your calendar.
14.
January 14th.
So,
by the way, Rochelle, just so everybody's aware, tonight we are going to be doing some giveaways of various things. Yes, and it could be because you're a long-time viewer, because you answered some questions on some old episodes, you stayed with the show at the beginning, so we may ask you a question at the end that we actually gave the information about at the beginning. All kinds of ways in which to win. But one of the first things you have to do, and you take a couple of minutes to do it now, you have to be following us on our Instagram page, PSOJ Access to Finance JA. Instagram, PSOJ Access to Finance JA. When you answer any of the questions tonight, you already have to be one of our followers on the PSOJ Access to Finance JA page. So I'm gonna do it right now if you're not following us on the IG page already, right? So that's one.
Yeah, because go through the other things, because me I follow, so me say me don't have this part. Next thing I have to do.
Yes. So the following people cannot win. So all of you people out there, family members of Rochelle or Nevada, that now work. Employees at Intelligent who are actually doing the show for us, and team members on the PSOJ Access to Finance. These groups are disqualified. If you are not part of this group, you are welcome to join and participate. Just go to the show. We'll be going through the giveaways throughout the show. We'll identify who was won. And at the end, while we're going forward, at the end of the day, show we'll identify again. And then the expectation is that you will DM us and we'll figure out how to get the product to you. And we have all kinds of things. As Rochelle said, it no fenke.
No, this one is very turned up. I see Jana Patterson. Hi, Jana. Jana has been one of our longtime viewers. Jana says, I'm kind of sad this is the last episode of the year. Jana, we felt a little sad too. So we said, how are we going to just come big and amazing for this end? Because tonight we celebrate the very people that this show is all about, our medium, small, or medium, micro, medium, and small enterprises. And tonight we are going to showcase some businesses with some products that are going to blow your minds. But the best thing is that we get to learn from each other. So as you're listening to the stories, as you are hearing the interviews, you're also going to get ideas for your own products and services. So again, please follow us right now on our Instagram page so you can win some of the prizes there. The prizes them is so nice. You know, when you get a gift that you don't want to give to people, like you buy the gift for the person, you don't want to give it to them, that is how it feels. Yeah. So follow us on IG at PSOJ Financial Access JA. Us follow us right now, but don't keep this to yourself. Share it with a friend, because tonight is going to be absolutely amazing. And in fact, one of our first guests, Nevada, is one of the people that I've been following big time on Instagram. I happen to have some of his bags too, because we have Randy McLaren, who is the owner of Roast by Brescia. So Roast by Brescia is an executive collection of personalized backpacks, laptop carriers, travel bags, pouches, and tote bags. This collection embodies, and make I tell you, it embodies sophistication with an edge in 3 signature colors: charcoal black, ash gray, and rusty brown. Each item is carefully crafted to meet your personal and professional needs. And we have the absolute pleasure of being joined by Randy McLaren, who is CEO of Brescia. Randy, welcome.
Hello, greetings.
Welcome, Randy.
Santa Nevada.
We have to actually start with a question. Why
Yes.
by Brescia? Because if I remember clearly, if somebody say head big like Brescia, your head big
Like well, there you go. So what happens is that the company and main brand is actually Brescia. What Roast by Brescia is a sub brand, a collection, an executive collection. So for all our professionals, our corporate executives, that's why we have the Roast by Brescia. So it's totally influenced by the actual roast breadfruit. So the colors were selected based on the shades of a roasted breadfruit, right? Even the inside of the bag reflects, when you peel a breadfruit, when it roasts, the inside is actually cream and golden to reflect how the inside looks when you would have peeled off the skin of the breadfruit. And just the ash gray, you have a roasted breadfruit and you have to dust off some of the ashes.
I've seen
Yeah,
it that it happen. I love it. Randy, that needs a brap.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a great one. Because you know what, viewers, what we're also hearing from a lot of our business owners who are creating, that we're using the very things that are amazing about Jamaica to spread our culture, but in an exquisite way.
Definitely.
Randy, you've been in this business, and what started it? If you make things, or you just said that we need a good bag.
Good question. So we started in 2015 on our veranda. Myself and my brother started this company out by Rockfort on our veranda. We hail from the parish of St. Thomas. Just to get to backtrack a little, that's where the first breadfruit tree was planted. And I'm also a dog poet. I have a poem called Me Love Me Breadfruit. And we wanted something that represents Jamaica and our culture, our energy, and our vibe. So now we were sitting and we wanted something that could leave a lasting legacy, something that we could combine our energies to do. And when we realized that all the bags that we were wearing in Jamaica were being brought in from overseas, we didn't have a recognized brand here in Jamaica or in the Caribbean, and we decided we want to change that, right? So we saw a big opportunity for import substitution. And so that's when Brescia was started, basically. Initially, we were supplying, bags for schools, for school children, but then we pivoted with Roast by Brescia, where we started to look at corporate entities, professionals, and so forth. So, Rochelle, guys, I cannot sew to save my life. My brother, who is the one who is the designer, we have a core value. Yes, we have a core value at Brescia that says collaborate to be great. And we've believed in that, and we've held on to that from beginning, and so that's how we started. My brother is the lead designer. It started with myself and him, and now it's a team of 12 making the products right here in Jamaica.
Excellent. Collaborate to be great. That's all I got to think back to remember, Rochelle, into 2021.
Yes, I write it down already. And one of the things, Randy, that I found, all of your bags, they'll have like the initials of the person, so they're personalized, and the bags already have a look. It's a Brescia bag. These designs that you have come up, you've set a lofty goal. You said that, listen, all of these imported bags coming in, we have to make some bad bag at Jamaica. And when you're coming up with these designs, what did you have in mind for this executive Roast by Brescia collection?
We wanted it to be world class. We wanted people to see it and be wondering, sadly, in some ways, if a foreign it come from. You understand? And that's what. So when people say it really make here, it's a good and a bad thing, if you understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Because in a strange way, it means to them that the quality is there. So when it comes down to finishing of the product, We're very keen on ensuring that that's there. We're not in the rush. We want to take the time to That's why we deliberately say we carefully craft each item in Jamaica. We take our time to make sure. Yes.
Randy, I want to really big you up for that, because we're very afraid of foreign things. So that you and your brother had the audacity to take on a high quality product. Because truly, when I refer to them, bad mind, that must come from foreign. Most foreign I make that. So happy and enthusiastic was I when I heard that I right yesterday it make. And it really is an exquisite product. In fact, there are people demanding that we need to see it. So, Rochelle, let's take a quick break. Richard, let's just show some of the products from Brescia.
Greetings, I am Randy McLaren, CEO of Brescia Limited. So the products we offer at Brescia, we offer bespoke bags and accessories. So we're talking about executive backpacks, we're talking about travel bags, we're talking about your laptop sleeves, we're talking about toiletry pouches. We since COVID, like a lot of us as designers, we've been doing also some premium masks, you know, with filters that are adjustable, washable, just something that's different and unique. Right now, I'm going to list our 4 current top items, and we're focusing somewhat, whilst we have general Brescia products, we're focusing on the Roast by Brescia collection. All right. So right now, it would have to be this product coming in at number 1. The Roast by Brescia Executive Backpack. All right. And then coming after that would be our executive travel bag, and we have a big campaign now focusing on the features of the travel bag, because everybody going on a staycation. So why not? You need something to pack your clothes in, your different things that you need for your staycation. To go with this, you can get also the laptop carrier. That's what we call it. Some people call it laptop sleeve. It can be taken as an independent product, or it can fit into your backpack if you wish. There's also what everybody else calls a toiletry pouch. We call it a personal care pouch. All the things to keep you looking and smelling fresh all the time. So those would be our top 4 products at the moment under the Roast by Brescia collection. Our executive backpack, executive travel bag, the personal care pouch, and the laptop carrier. 4. Don't know if you want more. All right, you don't need to use the number 1. Just 876-893-9713. That's how you reach me, Randy from Brescia. All right, or you can email us sales@brescia.com. Come have some fun. You don't know, we have products can done. All right, one more thing. Log on, use your phone and a BlackBerry time so you don't have to ping. Go on Instagram, roastbybrescia.com. And that's how I'm done.
Wow.
No, let me tell you something.
We're getting some big comments, Rochelle, in the comment section. I need that bag. So durable. Yes.
Wow.
Kenny Fairman said these are really looking good. D. Robert said you can see it. Good quality.
And the number of people that collaborate to be great. You know, at the top of the show, we talked about some of the things that make an exquisite product. And a lot of it has to do with how you are selling the product and the passion that you have for what you're doing. And let me tell you something, Randy, when you all turned it up a while ago in the clip, with all like a dub plate for the Brescia. This is the kind of passion, because when you believe in what you're selling, we all believe. But let me tell you, them bag they look good. Andy, the bag them look good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I want to mention here, because you know I've been tuning into to most of the episodes so far, and I want to say to our viewers and people who are looking to start businesses, you can't just enter it for the money. You know, our core purpose at Brescia is to make families purposeful and prepared for life, and that's what we see our products doing. It helps you to move from point A to point B in comfort and protecting your devices and your valuables. And so it's an important mission. Family is important for us. We pay a great attention at making sure that our staff members are well taken care of. So at Brescia, they're not machine operators. They are dream makers, and that's how we call them, and that's what they represent, you know, themselves as. And so we take great pride, you know, in what we do, man. And I love it. I'm a creative at heart. You know, I'm really at no point doing this manufacturing thing, and you know, we just want to have fun while improving lives.
What's the basic price of a bag, Randy?
Thank you.
All right, so we'll have different prices for each product. So our backpack, it comes in two sizes, small and medium. The small one holds up to a 13-inch. The medium holds up to a 15-inch. The medium, which is our top seller, is 25.5, inclusive of personalization, as Rochelle mentioned. So you can add your name or initial, and nobody is giving that as a part of the package. So you can add your name at no additional cost. Right now, you also get inclusive delivery island-wide. So one payment, we're convenient. One payment, you get it shipped to your door anywhere in Jamaica, right?
Fantastic.
And then
the pouch, how much is the pouch?
Right, so the pouch is 10,000 Jamaican dollars, inclusive of personalization with name or initials. Same thing for the laptop carrier as well. And we have some lovely masks, if I may say so, that are adjustable, come with personalization as well, and a water-resistant filter. Those go for 2,000. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And they've been going really great so far. And those are $2,900. And I want to include here that we've started it, and for the entire season, we may think, you know, we may carry it over into Valentine's season, but every order placed with us, 5% will be reserved to purchasing tablets for young people who are transitioning from state care, right? So every order placed with us will be going towards that initiative, and if people want to come on board and support us with that, you know, so I work very closely with CPFSA and in the homes and stuff like that. And I also sit on the committee, the Transitional Living Program Committee. I sit on that committee nationally, you know, so this is a passion area of mine outside of rural development, generally, you know, so they reached out to us, you know, we spoke with them, and a lot of them did well in their CXCs and the Cape. Some of them have moved on to college or university or are working, but they lack the device that they need to be able to function properly. And upon reaching 18, if you're in state care, when you get to 18, then you have to transition out. So you don't have a home to go to, etc. So we are trying to help these young people.
Fantastic, Randy. Thank you so much for joining us. Such an eye-opener. So proud of this, that this is a Jamaican product. We hope you continued success. Broader than Broadway next year, and just continue to grow from strength to strength. And I will definitely pick up a couple of them for friends for Christmas. So thank you so much.
I hope you're big like Brescia. I saw your big like Brescia.
That's right. So thank you, Randy. So Rochelle and team, the way we're going to do these giveaways is that about 5 different times in the show, we're going to pause for a little and talk about the giveaway and do the question. And we've come to our first giveaways, and you know, answer the question and so on. We'll do 3 or 4 products at a time, and then we'll go back to showing you new products and new guests and so on. Again, if you haven't done it yet, because if we're going to check the time in which you became one of our followers, make sure you go to Instagram, PSOJ Financial Access JA, and become one of our followers.
PSOJ Access to Finance JA. Now get it wrong. PSOJ Access to Financial Access JA. We're telling it wrong. So PSOJ Financial Access JA. Go do it now.
Go do it now. All right, Rochelle.
Okay, so we have a set of questions. This actually needs some Jeopardy music, but because we don't have it, we'll just work with my voice.
I'm Mr. Jeopardy.
So for a personal care pouch by Roast by Brescia, so a personal care pouch by Roast by Brescia, the question is, where does the name Roast by Brescia come from? Why this name? Na, 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 na. D. Roberts, you just followed. Can you answer that question? Where does the name Roast by Brescia come from? Why this name? Please post your answers in the comments. Otavia says it comes from roast breadfruit. Can we take that answer, Alex?
Yes, but why? Why? Why is the missing? Why breadfruit? What is it about the product that reminds us of breadfruit?
So I seen the roast. I see
Yes.
the inside, which is part of the answer. What else about a roasted breadfruit? Remember, we talked about the colors of the bag. There is
Yes.
black, there's charcoal gray, there is brown.
We need a complete answer. We're waiting.
So Kimberly Forbes says, roast breadfruit because it is dark. They needed it to be vibrant and remind us of Jamaican culture. But I want you to remember, so they use charcoal black, ash gray, and rusty brown. I am seeing Otavia. Otavia says roast breadfruit earlier, and then she said the many layers of the roast breadfruit.
Yes.
Otavia, Anastasia House, you are the winner of a charcoal black personal care pouch from Roast by Brescia. That is it. So now for a Thatch Beach tote bag, and we're gonna have Beanie Bud on shortly. For a Thatch Beach tote bag from Beanie Bud, and ladies, you know when you're on the beach with them a bag, oh, you just look rich. What is the role of the Bank of Jamaica? And you can give us any one of the roles of the Bank of Jamaica, because in a previous episode, we talk about the role of the Bank of Jamaica. D, you can only win once. You haven't won yet. What is the role
By the way,
of Jamaica?
What kind of sexist thing you only talking about? The bag is for women. Remember, everybody wear all kind of bag now. If man like the bag, him can wear the bag too.
Yeah, you're too tough. You're not soft enough for that bag. However, I am soft enough for the bag, so you can buy the bag for me. Dr. Smith says supervisor of financial institutions. We have something earlier. We have Khalil to say that Khalil says regulate and create monetary policy. Is that the first right answer, producers?
That is the first right answer. That is the first right answer.
So okay, so who gave that answer?
To regulate and create
Mitchell, you are the winner. Yes. Khalil Mitchell, you are the winner of a fantastic Thatch Beach tote from Beanie Bud. Begrudge you for a wooden phone stand. So I have a phone stand that I ordered off of Amazon, where when me see this wooden phone stand that is from Mirrored Edges, I am like, I had to put away my phone stand. So you know, when you put up this phone stand, you look good. So something is sent out to viewers each week before every episode. So every week we ask you to sign up for this thing. What is this thing that is sent out to viewers each week before every episode? Come on, this one is easy for this nice phone stand. Oh man.
Every week, COVIDcast.
This is a grudge.
What do we send out?
Yes. So every week we say, if you haven't gotten this, please email us at PSOJ at SME at PSO. Oh, Julian, you got it, girl.
Julian Sterling.
COVIDcast memos.
Excellent. The SME memo. No, I have to say, congratulations, Julie.
Yes.
Fabulous. I have to say that there are some people just on the basis of how active and how long they are supporting us, we would also just like to reward. And there's a particular woman that no matter what time, as soon as like a strike, she get on the card. I'm talking about Dr. Smith, aka Empowerment Dr. Smith Consultants, who has been a huge supporter of COVIDcast, active with questions. What we're going to give her, Rochelle?
We are giving her a Bluetooth speaker from Flow, so that when she is listening to COVIDcast, she's listening to it crisp and clear. So, Dr. Smith, thank you for being with us from the very beginning, for all of your participation. You're with us every week, and we've got to say thank you. I see her on. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Smith.
Excellent. Excellent. Congratulations.
So, Nevada.
Yes.
What's next on our program?
Okay, so next up is Arthur Miller, Managing Director with the product, we're going to say Myriad Edges. Now, Myriad Edges was one of those products that you and I just discovered quite recently. Arthur Miller has been around for the last 6 years, producing custom-made wooden items. Value-driven company with a passion for life at home. They specialize in a wide range of design, functional home furnishings for the home environment, including those wooden telephone stands that we actually saw. So we're going to play a video now of Myriad Edges and the clip. Take it away.
My name is Arthur Miller, Managing Director of Myriad Edges Limited. So we make a wide variety of products. What I have here today are phone stands and a 3-tier stand. One is made out of pine, yellow pine, and one is made from poplar. Today we have with us the phone stand, and it can be placed. You can place your phone in this position, or you can place it in this position. Very minimalistic, very functional. You can use it at your kitchen island, at your workstation, at your workplace. It's very multifunctional and very handy. It's very lightweight, and I think it would be a perfect gift this Christmas. Myriad Edges came about basically from the fact that my father has been in furniture over the years, about 35 years. So going to Edna Manley and pursuing my degree in visual communication, or graphic designing as they would call it, I saw a need where I could brand that furniture venture. We're located at 105.5 East Street, where you can come in and view items that we have on display, items that we're currently making, or you can go over to our Instagram page, that's Myriad Edges JA, where you can see a plethora of different home furnishing ideas.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much for that, Arthur. Again, beautiful, beautiful. That shelving thing, plenty of things we can use at home for, because that is an organization by itself. You know, we have all the things here, choco, and you can put 3 different choco box and they don't look so choco. So really, really exquisite, exquisite product from Myriad Edges.
But what I also love, because you know I love the story behind products, but I like how his father had been in furniture. He went to Edna Manley, and you know I'm a very big fan of Edna Manley College. And what he's done is, rather than just go out and do his own thing, he's come back into the business to make it even bigger and better and more exquisite. And we are encouraging more of that. That we're taking some of the old things, the things that we've just been doing, we're pivoting, we're adding our expertise to it. So we are encouraging you. Please follow Myriad Edges, some exquisite products. I love that phone stand and those shelves, that storage unit. Fantastic. It's brilliant. And it's such a beautiful product.
Yes. And he has them in light colors and dark colors.
Yes, because I know, because I've been coveting them. I really have been coveting them. So as we proceed with the show, and remember, if you're just joining us, this is episode 36 of COVIDCASTJA, and today we're talking about our own Raindrops on Roses and Whiskers on Kittens. We are talking better than Raindrops on Roses, but we are talking about some exquisite Jamaican products that have been well thought of. We're also talking about the stories behind these products, and that these products can stand up to any international standard. And funny enough, on Sunday,
Rochelle,
if you read
done
the
done with the fenke. We don't want no
so
more
what was
fenke.
the hashtag? No more fenke. No more fenke. So on Sunday, I know all of you would have bought your copy of the Style Observer, and the Style Observer went through some amazing products that are available. And today we are joined by herself, Novia McDonald-Whyte, Senior Associate Editor, Lifestyle and Social Content at the Jamaica Observer. She is dubbed NMW. We also like to call her herself. Is an authority on food, fashion, and lifestyle. She don't believe in pop down nor fenke. Her contributions have shaped Jamaica's taste and creativity. She joined the Jamaica Observer in 1997, and for over 20 decades, not 20 decades, 2 decades.
No, 2 decades.
2 decades, because 20 decades would be a lot. 2 decades as Senior Associate Editor, and Social Content. Her editorial work has fed Jamaica with food and fashion knowledge. Her annual signature events have been economic drivers, not just fabulous events, economic drivers. The Jamaica Observer Table Talk Food Awards, Jamaica Observer Take Style Out, formerly Fashion Night Out, and Design Week JA. She is an innovator whose column contributions have transformed newspaper traditions, but have also transformed how we see fabulous. She is truly the queen of no more fenke. Welcome, Novia.
You forgot pop down, Rochelle.
Yeah, exactly. And no more pop down.
Pop down. Let me first of all congratulate both of you, because I can't. I mean, I'm not always able to religiously watch every single week, but I do catch the replays, oftentimes on a Saturday. So it's good stuff. So congrats, guys.
Excellent. You know, Rochelle, I just wanted to add to what you're saying as well, which a lot of people don't realize. Because Novia is so involved with lifestyle, people seem to think that, or will think that she's just relaxing. Actually, she is one of the hardest working people in Jamaica. I have seen her, we've both seen her leave events and all kind of late hours and head back to the newspaper. So in many ways, you're iconic status, but I find also that you are an inspiring Jamaican in terms of your work ethic, what you put out there, the standards, not only that you expect for yourself, but what you demand of others. And it's very crucial if we are going to continue to try and be better and better than where we are. We need people in our midst who tell us that can't work, come again, and keep having us aspire to be better than we think we deserve, because we deserve more. And I think Novia has been one of those people who has continually articulating that we deserve more. This is why our influence in Jamaica is so large and also across the Caribbean. So Novia, just personally, I also want to thank you for your critical contribution to Jamaica in terms not only of style, but work ethic and expectations.
Thank you very much. And I think
Exactly.
it really is appreciated, because as you said, it's not glamour. It really is hard work. But I have a passion for what I do, and I really think that we deserve more. So we have to on ourselves to deliver more. We really truly deserve more.
Absolutely.
And every single event has been because, whether it's the food awards or whether it's the style awards or whether, bringing Fashions Night Out here. Fashions Night Out certainly wasn't my idea. But it certainly, you just looked at it and you knew that it could help our economy. Yes, and both of you have also helped as well, Rochelle and Nevada. So thank you.
Excellent. So Novia, you're going to share with us a couple of products tonight. The first one is Thicket's Collective Bracelets from Mina Robertson.
Right.
We're putting it up and we'd just like you to describe it. Why is this one of your favorite products for the season?
Well, I'm actually wearing 3. It's, put it this way, the whole story of Minna was our little intern at the Observer. Talk about child labor. She started at 13, observing.
Wow.
She has, she went away. She studied fashion. By the way, her name is Minna. It says Nina, but it's Minna, M-I-N-A.
Mm-hmm.
She went away. She studied fashion. She came back and worked in finance. She, did the whole retail thing, the different, the other way around, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she designs here, sends across to India. Everything is, her focus is sustainable fashion. And then it's called Giving Back. So working with some women in the parish of St. Anne, I'm actually wearing 3 of the because when you buy it, you spoke earlier about having a reason, for doing something, lifting others up, doing something with, resolve, with purpose. This is the story that will engage the world. You are developing a community. 100% of the proceeds goes back to the community. This is not, I mean, you don't need to have a PhD in anything to do this. I mean, Minna was smart enough to engage the women of the community, ask the question, what is it that they do well? We all, macrame is plaiting.
Yes.
It's easy. It's a start. This is just one thing. Others will come from it. And it's also available in her, at her boutique in Kingston. And why would you not want to buy packs and packs and packs of it?
Yes. How long has it been around with this product? How long has it been around, or just now?
Recent. We spoke. I mean, I would say about a month. I mean,
excellent.
It was something that she was thinking about. And it is recent. It's just in time for Christmas, and that's exactly why we added it to our SO faves. And I will be wearing a lot of these.
But I will
for Christmas because, again, as I said,
because Novia, Minna has just done such amazing work with her designs. I mean, her dresses, she knows they're part of my uniform. I'm just like, when people see me, they must wonder if I don't have anything else to wear.
Exactly.
Very doable. I wear it so much, so it washes a lot, and it comes right back fresh and bright. And this is what we talk about: exquisite products. Great products that will stand up to and they can match up against anything anywhere else in the world.
Absolutely.
And also, Rochelle, it's that, as I said, it's you talk about exquisite and detail and attention to detail. It's not just the dress that she has made for us in the Caribbean. It's the fact that she was smart enough to understand that she needed that organic cotton lining under the silk.
For the heat. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, which a lot of people don't understand.
They have it.
Yes.
And also, because you don't want that. You want it's excellent quality fabric, but as you know, we're in the Caribbean.
Yes, absolutely. The whole idea of modifying products as well. Modifying actually very crucial here. And again, we don't should just take the foreign thing. What are the climatic circumstances here? In fact, there's a comment from Mina for you, Novia. My mentor at MW is a force. Her commitment to excellence is an inspiration. This one is an honor. Thank you. So congrats to that, Miss No.
It's very important. And it was difficult, Nevada, when you sent me the message. I was like, oh my God, how do I narrow my list down? But it became easy because it's when you see the younguns coming up, and you really have to be brutally frank sometimes with them. They're all sport, they're all my children, but it's the excellence, as you said, Rochelle. It's the excellence. It's not just it's understanding the woman, the Caribbean woman, understanding the form. We dress to go to the bloody bathroom. We look amazing when we step out. Right? It's important to us.
Novia, remember that when we had the first dinner en blanc in Jamaica, and I think you had sent me some photographs from the Jamaican event and some photographs from the Paris event. And Paris ostensibly is a far more fashionable city But when you saw Kingston, boom, boom, bam.
Absolutely.
Yes.
When the images were going around the world that night, people were like, excuse me, what's happening here? Is this Kingston, Jamaica? Of course it's Kingston, Jamaica. Amazing. And, you know, it goes back to this whole, whether it's COVIDCast or whether what we're doing at the Jamaica Observer newspaper, which is to elevate the narrative around who we are. And that has been our singular purpose during COVID. COVID has been very good because it has allowed us to look in, whether it's Randy, you know, doing his bags, Minna creating beautiful things. She's gone into household things as well, but also the importance of lifting the community as you rise, because that's important, right?
Vivian, you know, Vivian Davidson says here, Novia is a trendsetter, one of the high standards. That's Novia. Novia, I'm going to ask you a question. Having been in the industry for 2 decades, as Rochelle said, how have you seen us evolve? Because I know early on when I would talk to you, you did have this thank you, up, down, really thing. And I think you've seen us grow. Is that true? Or like, what would you say has happened to our developed product?
We have definitely grown. Yeah. In fact, you're going to see Beanie Bud later on. Rochelle had one of the bags as a giveaway. Yes. We have grown because, you know, this year, again, time come. We have sat back for eons and allowed others to come in, be inspired, take our creativity and, you know, go overseas with it. We have traveled, we have seen what others have to offer. You said it yourself, Nevada. You look at something and you're like, is it really made here? Look at the quality, look at the finish. Yes, it is made here, right? Let's not forget that, you know, the windrush has negative, you know, connotations nowadays, but let's not forget that my parents and many others taught the Brits how to dress, right? You look at the earlier pictures of our parents and how they would dress, how they stepped out.
Yes.
You don't just get up and get out of your house. You step out. You own your space. You stop a room, right?
Yeah.
So
the fashion show on Sundays in some of these small towns, going and coming from church. Incredible. The hat to the skirt to the dress to the thing, any runway.
Exactly. If you look at what, you know, Wales Bonner is doing now, she's harking back to how her parents dressed, right?
Yes,
the whole look, the whole sass, the whole style. There's another product as well, the Ita Rejuve. It's the packaging.
Yes.
The way
Kimberly Forge's Ita Rejuve. Jamaica black castor oil and coconut product. Talk to us about this, Novia.
She's a pharmacist. Right? So again, it augurs well for the future because we need more of our young pharmacists to write to fill the prescriptions, yes, but to look at the possibilities of doing something for us. She grew up understanding the black castor oil, right? She's put them together with coconut oil. She decided that she was going to make our eyelashes thicker, right? Our eyebrows thicker, our eyelashes longer.
Wow.
Just like the rest of the world, right? So beautifully packaged. So we love J-Lo, but we've got Kimberly here. So that's what we've got to focus on. So can you imagine we're more pharmacists to really sit down. You said collaborate to be great. Collaborate and create these exquisite formulas, potions. Made by us, for us, and put it out there for the rest of the world.
Fantastic.
This year we decided to own our space and to get the rest of the world to look at us. Come over here. If you're interested, come over here. Time come.
Excellent. Another exquisite product, Novia, and thank you for the introduction to that. I have a question for you. Which Instagram pages do you look to for inspiration? Who are your top 2 or 3? This is where I'm looking to see your.
You've always got to look out to see what's going on, to bring it in. So, nowadays you better look to the continent you had better look. If you notice that for our webinars, we've always had somebody from the continent. You had better look and see what's happening in Nigeria. It would behoove you to look and see what's happening in South Africa, right? Also, of course, you know, Dior. We still love Dior, we still love Chanel, just to see what they're doing, and they're always doing what we ought to be doing because they're looking for the next wow. They're always looking for the next thing, and they are looking to us. So you look, you really look. You always look, and you know, to see what's going on. So because you can't just live in isolation.
Absolutely, absolutely. Novia, thank you so much for joining us. This was incredible, as always. Wisdom from the ages, brought in, sent out.
What we said, no pop down.
No pop down.
Good things right here.
Thank you very much.
Pop down.
Thank you very much. Enjoy season. Ciao. So now we're on to the second set of giveaways. So get ready. If you have not already joined, put up thing again before I say it wrong on Instagram to make sure you can win. PSOJ Financial Access J. Make sure that you are following us because when you give the answer, you need to already have been a follower. Okay. Again, another fabulous gift from Flow, your cable and phone company, a Samsung Galaxy tablet. Boom, 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 boom. That's right. Right. So here's the question. In August of this year, 2020, PSOJ had an online conference which brought together many industry and government leaders to discuss the way forward. What was the name of the PSOJ conference? August of this year, PSOJ had a conference, an online conference, which brought together many industry and government leaders to discuss the way forward. What was the name of the conference? Do 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 do.
I'm sorry, I can't wait. You don't see me on my arms spark.
Marcia, we're ready.
Go there, Marcia. Go there, Marcia.
Marcia, crossing the chasm. By the way, plenty of Jamaican don't know the pronunciation, but it was chasm or chasm. But the true pronunciation, according to the British, is chasm. Crossing the chasm.
So now when we say it, we just say chasm. Like say, I just saw it. That's
how we go. Marcia, congratulations. You have a win from Pro, a tablet for this year. So really, really fantastic. Fantastic. Now, for another wooden phone stand from Myriad Edges, these are so gorgeous. I'm starting out with them, but I will go out and buy one because right now everything just lay flat on my desk, and this would be very nice.
I need this so badly.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, here is the question. What is EPOC? E-P-O-C. What is EPOC? Whatever you hear about that? What is it? What does it mean? What does it do? What is EPOC?
What the EPO and C stand for? We have to make sure we're clear.
Yes.
Na 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 na. Use some of the internet and Google it. What?
EPOC is a critical monitoring body in Jamaica now, as intelligent people need to be doing what else. Yes, Dr. Smith. All right, we're gonna be like this. Go with Dr. Smith because really it's how she work, right? Economic Program Oversight Committee. Economic Program Oversight Committee. We're going to give it to Dr. Smith because I'll tell you what the difference is, just to be clear. Is that we're changing the rules. If we have given you a gift, that doesn't count towards you trying to compete for a gift. So Dr. Smith got a gift because she's a regular and she knows often what she's talking about, but now she's competed, so she's allowed to get one. But Dr. Smith, congratulations. EPOC, Economic Program Oversight Committee, right? And they ensure that our macroeconomic situation in Jamaica continues to progress. It came out of a deal that we once had, we had with the IMF to ensure that the promises that the Jamaican government had made, we were actually going to keep in track. And many of the reasons that we were strong enough to survive COVID, one of the reasons that we were able to have cash on hand to help bridge this is because through the years, EPOC had been monitoring our government expenses, our tax revenue, and making sure we didn't get out of control with debt borrowing as we had done many times before. Thank you very much, Dr. Smith. Now, we also have from Flow another Bluetooth speaker. Flow Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, a Bluetooth speaker. And for this question, it is, what is the name of the PSOJ small business website where you find information about access to loans, grants, and old COVIDcast episodes? What is the name of the PSOJ small business website where you can get access to
Malik, let us quick one.
Episode, eh?
Small business portal. Malik is a small business portal. Take that. Bam.
Congratulations, Malik. You are the winner of the Flow Bluetooth speaker. Excellent, excellent. And here again, for one of our loyal viewers, Jillian Jackson. Jillian, are you on tonight? Please give a comment. Jillian, are you on tonight? You have it on to win, on it to win it. Jillian, are you on? I don't see you tonight. Jillian.
And Jillian is always here.
Jillian is always here.
Yes. Look, Jillian is really always here, though, Nevada.
So we're just going to find her. Still give it to her.
It's Jillian. We can find Jillian.
All right. Yes. All right. Go back to the gift, Richard. Sorry. Jillian today is going to win a File of Facts notebook, Impressions Pocket, and it's from Kerry-Ann. It's like a diary. Fabulous, glamorous, and keeps you organized for both your business and personal life. So for that, we want to congratulate Jillian Jackson, who is a regular and always on the program and very active.
Very active, yes.
Yeah, so somebody we look for. Appreciate it. Thanks to all our winners. As we progress through the program, we will continue to see. Boy, I'll say Jillian went to a bathroom break. D, can you do us a favor and send her a WhatsApp if you know her? Tell her afterwards that she win. Ray! Excellent. Next up, Novia talked about. Novia talked about. Yes, we have Beanie Bud, which we have already given a gift away for Beanie Bud early in the show. And Novia talked about that Beanie Bud with Ashley Rousseau is also one of her favorite things. So Beanie Bud, Ashley, welcome. Beanie Bud partners with artisans and community groups across the island to produce beautiful gifts for the home and for the heart. The straw collection is handmade mostly by rural women who specialize in locally sourced, sustainable, natural fibers and traditional weaving methods, right? Coming from our old skills, old days, etc., right? All made in Jamaica. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you for having me. Congratulations on your series. I found many of them very, very useful as a small business.
Excellent. That is exactly what we want here. Richard, let's just start with the clip, and then we'll go into talking to Ashley a little more. Bravo. Bravo. Really, really lovely. Rochelle, you remember when straw used to be fenke used to just come apart easy? Remember that thing?
Let me tell you, I remember straw bag when straw bag named straw bag. And these are certainly Beanie Bud. Ashley, we thank you so much for joining us today. I'm a huge fan. This episode is our favorite thing. So these are really our favorite things. I am a huge fan of Beanie Bud. And I think it's very important for you to share the story of Beanie Bud with our viewers so they understand what this is all about.
Thank you. Well, it was started in 1972 by my mom, we lived in Gardentown. We grew up in Gardentown, and she worked with a women's collective up there. There were Beanie Bud dolls, there were spice packets, and there were baskets. And then with the onslaught of cheap imported goods in the 80s and 90s, basically the whole craft industry declined. And then about a couple of years ago, so the business basically went into hibernation. And then a couple of years ago, Sandals Foundation funded a project to train young women how to weave. And they asked me to run the project. And it opened me up to a whole world in St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, St. Mary, all over, about 50 artisans I now work with. And very talented people, people who have learned from their mothers, their granny, their auntie. And they have come to a point, I think, where they got disillusioned by the craft industry. And a lot of them don't want to leave their homes. So a lot of people don't know that the markets actually are full of sellers, not makers, generally. And the makers want to live in a rural community. They also raise chickens, they grow this, they grow that, there are caretakers, etc. So I just saw this opportunity to work with incredibly talented people and try and help modernize some of the designs and then bring it to market. And it's been a real honor for me. I've met incredible people, and I can't weave at all. I tried it does not work for me, but I do know something about design, and I am able to connect to the market.
Yes. We actually started the program where we talked to Rose's birthday, and his motto was collaborate to be great. And it runs straight through. So you're bringing the designs and they're bringing that skill. And why straw? Nevada talked about we remember when straw bag was just a straw bag where, it's not gonna last you too long. And the Beanie bag is a bag. I've sent them all over the world and they are strong, they're long lasting. But with all the other material, why straw?
So one of the things I was really interested in doing was that working with material that was available in Jamaica. Because if you're working with fabric, unless you have a really good supply line, the fabric runs out and then you can't get it back and it's not in the So I want to work with materials that were available in Jamaica. So it's not just straw. We work with straw, thatch, wicker, banana, coconut. And generally our artisans will work with the material that's found in their community. So Glengoff is a huge community for Jippy Japa straw, whereas thatch is really from St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. So you'll find only thatch products down there. So it's locally available. Some of my artisans actually grow it themselves. So it's a cheap source of material. So that's really why. And of course, it's beautiful. I mean, Novia talked about Dior. If you look at Dior's, even almost every summer, Dior, all of those Gucci, all of those people have a straw line. They have a few straw items. And so that just to me is what was exciting. I was like, well, this is not old fashioned. This is very modern. This is very international. And how can we just move our products a little bit further down that line?
Yeah. And we want to talk a little bit about the design because it's funny that you mentioned like Dior. I brought one of the Beanie Bud bags with me to New York, and my very fashionable cousin was like, Dior? I said, no, Beanie Bud. Anyway, I was to leave the bag with her in New York, and she's a fan.
That's lovely. Thank you.
The designs, you are responsible for these exquisite designs?
So in the beginning, Sandals brought a lady from Ecuador who helped get this started and introduce some new techniques. So a lot of the designs are developed with myself and with the artisans, a very collaborative process. They often have historically historic designs, heritage designs that need some kind of tweaking, that need some color change, whatever it may be. Or I will just come across something in a fashion magazine. I'm like, well, how could we do this? We don't have that material, but how could we do something that is as nice or nicer? So it's a very collaborative process.
So I know as people are watching this episode and they're hearing about Beanie Bud, but those who aren't following you already are like trying to find you online. So they want to know, where can we find the Beanie Bud products purchase? How do we find them?
So we are on Instagram, Beanie Bud, and we will do some international orders that way. We have really focused on the local market, and it's been great. You know, as you said, people buy and send to their friends and family. Of course, we're at Man.Woman.Home pop-up, and you're talking to Kerry later. We're at My Jamaica, Sobelio, Craft Cottage, Fontana, CPJ, a whole host of Kingston retailers. We'll also be at the new Harmony Hall gift shop in Ocherias. We're at all the major hotel chains, Round Hill, Golden Eye, Sandals, Couples. So yeah, we've been really lucky in Barbados. We're now in Barbados, and we're hoping to get online. But I really wanted to be confident in the logistics of that. I don't want to disappoint people. And you know, shipping from Jamaica, talk about an issue for small businesses. Shipping from Jamaica is not easy, and it's not cheap.
Yes,
so we need to figure that out, I think, as a country, if we're really going to export of small businesses in particular. I can't do a trailer. I can't do it.
Yeah,
you know,
of course. It's a high issue on our agenda as PSOJ. Rachel and I, we keep pushing this both behind the scenes and on the scenes for sure. One thing that you talked about, which I think is crucial for everybody, just to make sure everybody heard, is that where there were skills that you didn't have, it was with the help of Sandals. You brought this woman in from Ecuador.
Right.
Remember, we don't have to know everything. So we can have a lot of the product and it's just not sitting right with you. See what other countries, what other people have something that we could actually, and maybe not necessarily fly them here, you maybe do it on video and you pay them a consultant or something, but recognize that we don't have to have every skill here. We can also implement skills, learn from others, see the things. So I think that's really crucial. Ecuador is a deep reservoir of craft.
Yep.
And much deeper than us in terms of the number of things that they're doing, especially in straw. So to tap into that market of expertise and then use it to your product helps to enhance the quality of what you are offering, which is amazing. Ashley, what's the price range of the Beanie Bud products? Like the bags that we give away. What are we talking about?
So the handbags, the clutches start from, and like those totes start from about $3,500, $4,000 up to about $12,000. We do home decor items as well, and those are even more economical, like $1,500 for small trays. But we also do, besides doing lots of huge rugs, and those are over $100,000. Wow. So it's a whole spectrum of things.
Really? Oh, really, really, really excellent. When did you start doing rugs? Is that a recent thing?
No, we've been doing them for a couple of years. I have a great team, and it's a very slow process, but it's beautiful work. And we've got a lot of pickup, a lot of the villas in Trial and Round Hill, and just people in Kingston, you know, they'll order them because they're all custom orders.
How has COVID been for you? What has happened?
Wow. Well, you know, what we did was just hunker down, and I tried to give my artisans as much work as possible, help them access to COVID care grants. Sandals Foundation gave them some grants, and but we had no hotel gift shop orders for 10 months, and that's half of our business. Wow. And then thank God for local customers, they did buy, they kept ordering, and thank God for my local retailers. But we just keep trying, and you know, this Christmas has been really good for us. I want to say I'm really encouraged. I don't know whether it's people just are not traveling or they've just discovered that we have beautiful products in Jamaica. There's so many artisans doing incredible products. So thank you for doing the spotlight today.
Really excellent. Ashley, as you look at other craft industries, so outside of straw, other things that we do, what could it take, whether from government or other private sector, to upgrade the skills, upgrade the product offering, similar to what you've managed to do with Beanie Bud? What is it that what should we be trying to instill in some of the other craft industries that can help upgrade our game, fix our game?
That's a great question, Nevada. I've been thinking so much about that. And to me, there are a couple of things. One is, I think there's a desperate need to do some documentation of what we have what skills we have, and just preserve that, because I have artisans who are 8 years old, they are not well. I worry about them, and I worry about the loss of that heritage. There's that. But I think that a huge game changer would be like Haiti, which developed a center, a production center, but not just let's train some people and let's do some things and see what happens. That's not their approach. They actually, and it was an internationally funded project. I don't know the state of it right now, but I know it a few years ago. And basically they would have a designer who would come and say, I know West Elmo's one of them, would come and say, okay, this is what we want you to create. This is how to design, even bring people to train the artisans and so on. So rather than let's just do some random training, which we do all the time in Jamaica, it's a training for a purpose. This is what we're going to sell. This is the market. This is what they're going to pay. And so you kind of work backwards, basically. That to me is a game changer for our industry. I'd love to see that. Again,
very critical. The whole idea that there's a vision of what we're trying to do and to get to. We're not just train the people, right? How does what we're trying to make fit into an international market? What skills do the people need to meet that need in the international market and so on, to upgrade the quality? Ashley, thank you so much. Congratulations. Again, proud of you as a Jamaican and what you have managed to get our people to do in terms of upgrading the skills. And certainly anybody from a university student out there, remember, a lot of these are disappearing. So even if you don't want to do it yourself, the whole idea of trying to record video, writing, to make sure that we do not lose this cultural heritage when all of those grannies are no longer with us. We want to make sure that we keep capturing what is exquisite and local here, because that's what drives our competitive advantage. One of the reasons for the longest time, you notice that many of the tourist things aren't selling and people complaining, that stuff that we're getting from China, foolishness. Nobody wants to come to Jamaica and buy stuff from China, right? They want to come here and buy Jamaican things. It is our job to deliver the quality that the white people will pay big money for. That's what we want.
So true.
Right? Absolutely. Thank you so much. Diana Thorburn says she has three of your bags.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yes. Amazing quality. Beautiful designs. But Ashley, Beanie Bud, I must say, this is really large bud. It's big up bud, doing very well and certainly spreading our Jamaican craft. So keep on doing what you're doing. And you, Beanie Bud, one of our favorite things. So thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you know, it's always so inspiring, and again, it comes back to really what is the theme for the show? Collaboration. Did I just say the theme for the show?
To be great.
The theme for the show, collaboration. And like Ashley, and in fact, Brescia talked about the same thing. Randy from Brescia, utilizing the skills you have and finding the other skills needed to make a vision come through. Absolutely. But just so importantly that we are using the skills of these artisans, because how many times, Nevada, have we traveled to exotic places and we hear things like, you know, some ladies down in this place that are making it and we're saying, oh, this is so fabulous, oh, it's so fabulous. Yes, some ladies down in St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland.
Absolutely.
And they are fabulous. Yes.
We too have stories. We too have stories. And we must also promote those as part of the exquisite product offering. Rochelle, we have another giveaway on you.
Oh, and viewers, also just to acknowledge our viewers. Our viewers are very engaged tonight. Keep those comments going. We're loving it. That's why it says another occasion where I'm so proud to be a Jamaican. Change the name to Big Bird, no longer Beanie. Love it. So, honestly though, I feel really bad because, you know, again, when you buy gifts for other people that are just so amazing and you want to keep them for yourselves, and then when you get gifts and prizes and you're like, maybe we should give all of them away, but our viewers deserve this. So it's giveaway time again, and get yourselves ready because we got 4 goodies to give away. So for a wooden 3-tier stand from Myriad Edges, This is the question. COVIDcast was not always held on Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. What was the original time for COVIDCASTJA? Nevada, I want one of these so bad.
What? Fabulous. What? I am going to get it. Oh, I'm thinking about my kitchen and also
Yes.
my office. Ba ba ba.
That's what I was thinking.
When we started COVIDcast.
No. So, and it was not always on Thursdays. I see somebody say 9 p.m. No, Malik, it wasn't. Blondell says Thursdays 10 a.m. No, it wasn't. Latoya says 6 p.m. No, it wasn't. I see Sade says 4 to 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is no ordinary prize. Just ordinary love. This is no ordinary prize, and you are a winner, Sade. So for a Bluetooth speaker from Flow, I need one.
Wait,
of
hold
these
on for a
speakers,
second.
you know.
Just put it on the shelf for a second, Richard. Make Sade see what she win again. You see that? Fabulous.
And Sade, if you don't want to take it, I'll take it.
Sade say OMG. You better OMG. Yes.
That's right.
Fantastic. Yes. Go to it. Congratulations.
So congrats, Sade, for a Bluetooth speaker from Flow. What was the topic of last week's episode? For a Bluetooth speaker from Flow. Thank you very much, Flow. What was the topic of last week's episode? Da na 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 na. Would there be a reggae version of na 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 na?
No, that's all right. That's all right, Roger.
Thanks a lot, Nevada. There, and I felt good about myself, you know. So last week we had a fantastic episode. I mean, it's very important for our small businesses to understand certain things about like payments and so on. Who was here last week that remembers what was the topic of last week?
Woo! Windell.
Sade can't win again. It's Windell first. Windell is like Windell is like selling products online, but we understand what you say, Windell. And Windell is also one of the faces that we see regularly. Windell, big up yourself. You are the winner of a Bluetooth speaker from Flow. Go, Windell. I see the answers coming in. You gotta be quick, guys. So the next prize, the next one is a small 12 by 12 tray from Millizone Designs. We have a picture. Put up the picture there for me. And the question is, here's the question. Who is the current president of the private sector organization of Jamaica, PSOJ, for this lovely 12 by 12 tray from Millizone Designs? Wow, this tray looks nice.
Yes.
Who is the current president of the private sector organization of Jamaica? I see Blondell said Duncan.
No, you can't.
Duncan.
No.
Marian is like,
and you have to spell it right. Come on, people. Howard Mitchell. No, not Howard. Howard is the prior.
Yes. So who is the current? Oh, I see Marian Blake Green has corrected to Duncan. Go, Marian. You are a winner. I see Marian put it in first and then she correct it fast. Go on through, Marian. You are a winner of this lovely 12 by 12 tray from Millizone Designs. And for Blondell, I'm so happy you're on as usual. Nevada, let me hand this part over to you because I see Blondell Wilson Henry on. And Blondell is one of our loyal viewers who has been with us from the very start, extremely engaged, always commenting, giving her feedback, answering questions, asking questions. And we have to celebrate our amazing viewers So tonight we also celebrate Blondell Wilson Henry, and we would like to give you a wooden phone stand from Myriad Edges. Blondell! Thank you very much for your support. COVIDCASTJA. You see how we record our viewers? So you know, so when we end season 2, I would have suggested that you did watch all of the season then, because you see how we want the engagement, we want the comments. So thank you very much, Blondell, and congratulations. Thank you so much for being a loyal viewer of COVIDCast.
We celebrate Blondell. Congratulations.
Nevada. Yes. Who else? She's our favorite.
Yes, a long time artist in our community, a certain lifestyle chef, Colin Hylton. Chef Colin Hylton is famous for his incredible meals and style that is actually irreverent, bold, and layered. His dishes are especially known for being full of flavor, and Colin, because he's so well traveled and has such a good eye, has created a fusion and a combination of different flavors. His inspired palette includes hints of cumin, saffron, fenugreek, and star anise, to name a few. Many people don't know this. You know, Colin Hylton have a cake with bacon in it that people would say, "Wow, that sounds so strange," but it is exquisite. He knows, it's almost like he tastes food and taste combinations in his head and recognizes what can he do with the Jamaican palate, what can he do with a foreign palate, how can he fuse multiple cultures. So today, Colin's going to share with us 2 of his favorites and 2 of Jamaica's favorites, actually, and certainly my favorites, because every Christmas, as you know, Rochelle, I order this particular lasagna as part of my Christmas offering. Can we share? Yeah. Can we share Colin Hylton, please?
Hey guys, welcome. I'm Chef Colin Hylton, here with 2 of my favorite things.
So
this is a classic and this is also a classic. There was a time when I got tired of making them, but you know something, every chef needs to have a signature dish, and these 2 are 2 of my signatures. This is a classic oxtail lasagna. I started making this about 15 years ago for Restaurant Week, and it has now become a staple, and pretty much some people order it every Christmas for their Christmas parties. It's time consuming because you have to debone the oxtail, you have to make 3 sauces, a classic bechamel, and then there's a tomato sauce which I kind of colonize. Well, I use the term colonization. It's really about making something Colin, putting myself into it, so that pretty much I make it my own. And then there's a tomato sauce which I kind of colonize with cardamom and ginger, not things you usually put in oxtail. And there's a hoisin oyster sauce, and it's all layered together, baked, chilled, and then you can serve. And this is pretty much what I made my reputation on at Guilt Trip. This is the passion fruit cheesecake. I've made many converts, people that said, "Oh, I don't eat cheesecake." They were accustomed to the New York style cheesecake, which is heavy. So I found a way to steam it. So it's almost a cross between a cheesecake and a mousse. And then the balance of eggs and sour cream is what makes it melt on your tongue. This is an indulgence. It is pretty expensive. It's about $1,500 a serving. So this will serve 8 people. So this right here is $12,000. The cheesecake is generally in a bigger size than this. A 10-inch, which feeds 16 persons, runs $12,500. So it's not for the faint of heart. But what I think I bring to the table is my extensive travels. So I brought unusual spices to marry with techniques that are tried and true, and also make things that are pretty much what you're accustomed to, but with a twist.
Excellent.
No, let me tell you something though. You see both those dishes. So one cheesecake, you know, I don't like cheesecake, except Colin's passion fruit cheesecake, which is like culinary. But that oxtail lasagna, let me tell you something. If you want people don't leave your yard, or some nice people who don't normally ask for a piece of file, and them say like the oxtail lasagna is not asking for nothing to take home. That is a gift. That is the gift that you need to be giving the people. Because them is like, so you're gonna put the rest of that in the fridge because you could not do that.
Yeah, exactly.
What Colin has done to elevate our Jamaican, because Colin uses what we have here, and he infuses it with all of these spices, and he takes us on a journey with our Jamaican food that is absolutely amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So,
Rochelle, who's next?
we have more favorite things. Oh, our favorite things. So our sixth favorite thing is actually from Millie Zoe Designs. So Millie Zoe Designs started in February 2020. When did it start? February 2020. This very COVID year that we talk about, right before COVID struck. Each piece is poetry manifested in its physical form. Named after Janice's daughter, Man.Woman.Home, it is a legacy of experiences and infusion of ideas, art, and design in the form of epoxy and wood. Fantastic. Yes. Let's play the Millie Zoe clip.
I'm Janice Hall, the owner and creator of Millie Zoe Studios, traded as Millie Zoe Designs. And Millie Zoe Designs is basically art and design fused together to create functional and household pieces. I thought about the name and I knew instinctively that I wanted to call it Millie Zoe. My daughter is Man.Woman.Home, and I named it after her because I'm inspired by her as a mother. All of this created from just me being a mother to Milan. Millie Zoe is her nickname, so I decided to call it Millie Zoe. My wood is sourced locally, and most times my wood pieces, like my Lignum-Vitae here, are from trees that have been fallen or felled, and I try to incorporate pieces that I consider rescued pieces. So you may think it's an old mashed up piece of wood, have no use. I see beauty and purpose in it, so I tend to incorporate a lot of that into my pieces. So Millie Zoe Designs have a whole range of items, but I do have specific pieces that people request, and I do a lot of customs. So I give you the opportunity to choose your color, and I beg that you allow me to be creative, use my creativity. A lot of the pieces that people request are the trays, the coasters, charcuterie boards, and clocks. Top two really are the trays and coasters because I sell those as a set. And the price ranges, and I say ranges because they're not fixed. It depends on the piece and the application, all of that, the thickness, the size, the length, etc., the type of wood. This is Lignum-Vitae, and this may be a little bit more expensive than a regular Maho or Guango. Guango I love working with, by the way. But the price ranges from between $10,000 to $15,000, dependent on what you're asking for.
Oh, again, exquisite. You know, Rochelle, she raised something that I really think it's critical that we all understand for the artisan. When she said, don't try to over-direct what I'm making. So give me the color and then allow me to be creative. Because sometimes what happens, we think we know what we want. And we had to try to direct the person, put blue there, put this there, etc. But in fact, we are not designers. We're not artisans. We're not artists. So what she said was, give me a broad brush of what you're interested in, and then let me or she actually create, which is very, very important. Architecture, artists, all of these things that I like that. We cannot allow ourselves to direct because it's not going to come out the way they can vision.
It's our dress pattern mentality, you know. We carry one dress pattern, we say other style we want. And we don't say pretty much that this is the direction that I want to go. And then when we get back the same thing, we say we couldn't add like something to it to make it look different for me. And we have to allow our experts or artisans to create, and they will be creating unique items for us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Some polls, Rochelle, that we did. Where's your favorite place to shop for Christmas gifts? 64% said in Jamaica. 31% said online, 4% in America, but I'm sure the online overlaps with mostly America.
Yes.
Then also said, was your favorite food-related gift to receive? Christmas cake, 36%, sorrel, 16%, Christmas ham, 40%, Christmas cookies, 8%. I guess me not so big in the cookies. What's your favorite holiday tradition? Decorating the tree, 11%. Having family dinner, that's why this COVID thing I hurt us bad, 84%. The number one thing that people like to do at Christmas is family dinner. And then opening gifts. Yeah, opening gifts, 5%. So we are really family, big family. And even when we don't have money, we have only people over the same way because it's part and parcel of who we are. So next up, somebody I've known for a long time, an amazing businesswoman who knows how to wheel and come again. This woman has had so many iterations in business. And every time I run into her or send her a WhatsApp, she's always planning, moving forward, thinking of new ideas. Whatever hit her, whatever boops, bop, whatever in terms of economy, business, she bounces right back. Another truly, truly inspiring businesswoman. Who am I talking about? Kerry-Ann Clarke, Managing Director of Kerry-Ann.Home and the collection MODA. Kerry-Ann Clarke is the highly recognized founder of Kerry-Ann.Home as well as the collection MODA. She's a graduate of the Parsons School of Design in Paris, Colette, a trailblazer for the Caribbean's unique creative industry and mentor for many designers and artisans throughout Jamaica. Man.Woman.Home is her brainchild. It's more than just a boutique. It's evolved into a space that has provided eclectic array of international and Caribbean brands and endorsed by a lot of local talent. Since it opened its doors physically in 2004, it has celebrated and highlighted emerging Caribbean designers and artisans. Now it is beaming in the online space and the pop-up space. Kerry, welcome.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Yeah.
Actually, Kerry, before we start, Rachel, before the questions start, let's see the clip of what
Hi, I'm Kerry-Ann Clarke, owner of Man.Woman.Home, which is a lifestyle boutique. Right now, we do not have a location. We closed our doors because of COVID, but we're having a holiday pop-up shop at the Jamaica Pegasus on the 14th floor until December 24th. My absolute favorite find that is local is this Christmas tree that is upcycled by my friend and business partner, Aisha Crampton of Pussback Foot. It's beautiful, it serves the purpose, and it is environmentally friendly. And this is my absolute favorite find at Kerry-Ann.Woman.Home. The cost for it is 12,500 Jamaican dollars. My next favorite shop local find is that from Ayana Dixon. She's super talented. She's an illustration artist and she has a super cute notebooks for $1,800, favorite things. Another find that I totally adore is these Jamaican coloring books by Amashika Lorne. These coloring books are teaching kids patois, giving the definition of the Jamaican proverb in patois, and then it has a definition in English. So these are great. They're $1,500. They're available in the pop-up. And what's amazing with them is that they're not only for kids, as you would originally think, but we've been selling them for people who are older who actually enjoy coloring also. Absolute fave online. So think diaspora. We're sending out shipments like crazy. And in-store is Jamaicanized t-shirts. Now what's cool is that there's a limited edition for Christmas in red available only for children, so no for adults. We do not have them in red, but this is just a great item only because Jamaicanized, it says it all. It's a t-shirt. I think it's just an amazing product. It's a great price point. It starts at $1,000 all the way up to $4,000. These bags are pretty awesome. The person who designs them, her name is Ariane. Her brand is called Vision Ari. And what's also nice with her brand is that she started out as a photographer and then she found different ways of transferring her photographs onto items. So she does the most amazing tote bags, cosmetic bags that the prices start at $5,000 all the way up to $14,000. She also does not use leather. She uses vegan leather. So that's also great and environmentally friendly. So one of my favorite things also.
with Kerry is that like I'm sitting here and then when we get back, I'm still listening to Kerry-Ann saying, I love that too. Because you have this uncanny way of just drawing us into the amazing artistry that is available locally. You have been just unrelenting in your pursuit to bring and showcase the best of Jamaican artisans, and we have to celebrate you for that. When I saw 2004, I'm like, it's been since 2004. You've been such a part of what is fashion, of what is home for Jamaica, and notwithstanding the vagaries of COVID, we noticed that you have pivoted. The Jamaican nice t-shirts, you just wear it 2 little time on the beach, and so I know everybody, if you don't have a Jamaican nice t-shirt, they're on the beach, then your life is nice. Kerry, welcome and thank you for all that you have been doing. Now, Kerry, when you pretty much curate the best of what we have in Jamaica. And my first question is, what makes an exquisite product offering for you to be able to select to go into your store or to go into your pop-up? What makes that exquisite product offering?
Well, it's a bunch of different things for me. And the first thing is, which I think everybody on your show spoke of tonight, is the passion behind what you're doing. I truly believe that when you're passionate about what you're doing, it comes across in everything that you do. And then, of course, you have the business side. So your concept and your story, just as Novia spoke about, what is your story? What is your concept? We have so many great brands that have great stories, story and myth. Like Nevada spoke about Stush in the Bush. There's Visionary, there's Picture Pottery, there's Puss Back Foot. Right now, we're having a competition on our Instagram for the best definition of puss back foot, and I'm literally dying at the definitions. But we just have, I think, when you have a concept and a story and you stay true to that, then it shows in your work. And then, of course, you have your workmanship, you have the cohesiveness of your brand range is very important. So you can recognize a brand. I think artisans pay attention to, you can recognize a beanie bud bag, you can recognize a Visionary design, you can recognize a story and myth, a mala or bracelet or mask chain, I think is what she calls it. The thought that is put into the product range that you're carrying, I think, is very important. And then obviously the consistency, not only of the product range, but of the story and the workmanship. It's very important that the work is consistent. Mm-hmm. Ordering something from a sample and what you're getting doesn't look anything like the original sample. So it's a lot of things, I think, that defines like a product being exquisite.
Yes. And you have been so amazing over the years of capturing the stories. And when you go into Man.Woman.Home, so I'm always say I need time because the story is, and your passion, the passion that you exude for the product is just so important. But then when I heard that the store location was closing, I'm like, I did have to dress back and answer back a bit, because I know that Kerry is not going to just lock down shop. She coming bigger and better. And you've done that. Like, you just take online by storm. You just say, you know what? Online, may I go, and we just take it by storm. Can you talk to us a little bit about the pros and cons of the permanent store versus pop-up store versus this online space that you're in?
Well, I think, first of all, I didn't look at COVID as, I looked at it as an opportunity. What opportunity can come from this? We've always had our domain name, but we've never focused on it because we're too busy in the actual brick and mortar space. So it gave me the opportunity to now focus on it and try to expand the customer base, not only for Jamaica, but now trying to think, how do we reach the diaspora? How do we reach persons overseas to provide them with not only Jamaican made, but like you said, Caribbean artisans. And we continue to build and develop that. And before COVID happened, I had given my landlord notice to start looking for space to expand into. So it kind of worked out to me when COVID happened. I was like, let me take 3 months off. And then, of course, 3 months has turned into 8 months. And I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, let's have a pop-up. We have to do something. And that is how that transitioned. But I'm just looking at everything as a great opportunity to expand and to build and to grow the brand and to grow business in every way, because when the time does come to expand and open the new space, I would have accumulated an even bigger clientele, not only locally but internationally. So
exactly. And I see Colin Hylton, because you know we're big enough for one another. Colin says, wicked style and business icon, keep on keeping on. And you know, I think the point Colin makes about business icon is so important, because you have transformed how we look at how we fix up with self and how we fix up with space and how we utilize the products that are available for us to do this. And Collection MODA has been a signature over the years. Tell us a little bit about Collection MODA and how it has evolved over time and what we can look for. You know, we did secretly miss it. We are saying, I wonder if we could have like an online Collection MODA this year.
People, they keep saying, no MODA, no MODA, MODA is next year. So Collection MODA was born from the need of persons. I think because I'm truly passionate about creativity, artisans, and unique products. I've found that people would, and I also am an external invigilator at EDNO, so I would meet all these students who are passionate, but that didn't know how to move from hobby to business. So because they kept coming into the store and they're wanting, you know, how can we sell in the store? What do I need to do? I said, clearly there is a need to develop a platform that is that takes artisans from a hobby into a sustainable business model. Yeah. And that's when Collection MODA was born. And we started very small. I think the first year we had a couple hundred patrons, and now we have over 2,000 patrons. And from a one-day event into a 4-day event, like shoot wow. me. But we continue to grow, and the vision and the hope and my wish is for it to become the Caribbean platform to promote Caribbean artisans to the world. So it is a process where we interview everybody who wants to be a part of it to ensure that they're at the level where if a Sandals, a Roundhill, a GoldenEye, if any hotel would go to them, then they have worked out what is wholesale, what is retail, because a lot of artisans also think that giving a 10% discount will grow their business, which it won't. If you're in retail, you know that your margins will have to be more than a 10%. So it is a big process and it is a huge undertaking. And our goal is for it to become the platform in the Caribbean, obviously making use of our whole CARICOM society.
Exactly.
Yes. Rochelle was asking about the difference with the brick and mortar and
yes.
A brick and mortar. I think pop-ups are amazing. Of course, it's not something that is it's brand new. It's existed for a couple of years, but it's growing a lot now. Yeah. And, of course, a brick and mortar has its perks, but it is obviously a lot more expensive to have a brick and mortar because you have your staff, you have your rent, you have that continuously over time. But what's great with a pop-up, especially for artisans, is that it's a great way to test the waters to see what do people like, what is working well.
Yes.
You have the people who have FOMO, so they want to go to the pop-up because it is a limited time that it is popping. Yes. So I think pop-ups are just amazing. You can literally pop up in a tent, you can pop up in a hotel, you can pop up in a container store, you can pop up in another retail store, have a space. So I think the advantages are great because you're just working for a short period of time, you're keeping, maintaining, or building your brand awareness, or making your brand, you know, for somebody who doesn't have a brick and mortar. It's a great opportunity to try to see, you know, what is the reaction, how are customers viewing their products, they get feedback, they're open to feedback, and also improve their product if it is that they want to eventually open a brick and mortar.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. You know, Kerry, there's one story which I want to share with everybody. When I'd met her very early on in knowing her, about 10 years ago, and actually had been introduced to her through my sister Imani, because they've actually been friends forever. And it was a couple of weeks before Christmas. And this is what I mean about a smart businesswoman. I get a call from Kerry 2 weeks before Christmas. And she said to me, you know, Imani was in here yesterday. And there are 3 things that she really, really was interested in. I have taken the opportunity to send the bearer to your house. Take a look at them and tell me which two you're going to take for her. And I thought to myself, what an incredible woman. What has she done, right? She knows that my sister is one of the most difficult people to buy for. So already, based on conversations I've had with her in the store and knowing Imani, that is what you call knowing your customer. She know I don't love shop. So she's what is that can come. And this was, for me, was amazing. And then she would also be the one to say, you know, Imani's birthday is coming next week. I mean, I remember about her birthday. What you getting? I have 3 things. And she sent the photograph and stuff. And invariably, this is before I even think about going to the store. Yes. This is what makes her an extraordinary businesswoman. The deep understanding of the customer and a willingness to put herself out there and say, this is it. So really, Kerry, congratulations on all that you have done and all the iterations. And I know you will continue to succeed because of this. Let me ask you a question now. For design and style, what are your go-to Instagram pages? What are the ones that you feel that these 2-3 pages I must follow?
I follow a lot of design pages, not necessarily only fashion. I follow nature pages, I follow architectural pages, I follow artisans, young designers, and then established brands. So I love for architecture, Restless Arch. Love that page. It literally gives me aspirations. Yes. I love Plant the Future, which is all designed for plants, using plants within your decor and that design. And of course, you have the magazines, you have Porta, you have Vogue, you have Art Select, and then of course you have all the designers.
Excellent. Kerry,
thank you so much. That plant one, please, because I need some plant decor. Remind me of the name, the plant page that you follow.
Plant the Future.
I love that.
And they're based in Florida. It's an amazing store, just incredible store. They use art. They use plants for art.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Kerry, thank you so much for joining us, sharing your favorite things. I hope you have a huge success with the pop-up store this winter. Excellent. And we have really, really enjoyed and learned a lot from your sharing tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Bye. Bye. Oh, I love this show. I love this show.
This is a fantastic show, Rochelle.
Nobody, do you have any giveaways?
Yes, more giveaways. People, are you ready? Yeah. All right, now. First giveaway. We have a pack of 52 special intention cards from Kerry Man.Woman.Home. Please put up the photo. About 52, which is daily intention and affirmation cards. So you open one every day and put you in the mood. You know, affirmation is actually critical now. Remember, mental health and spiritual growth is part of what's needed, especially in this time. And here is the question. What is the name of the first COVIDCast episode? What was the name of the first COVIDCast episode?
I have my Epic Intention cards right here because they're actually done by one of our previous guests, Stacey Hines. They're fantastic. Yes. Okay. So while they come up with an answer, I came up with I'm resolute. I place consistent efforts towards living the life I desire and being relentless in the pursuit of my dreams. And that was my card for today.
Excellent. Excellent. So you have been affirming. You have been affirming.
Affirming. So that's what is the name? Oh my goodness, that was like 35 episodes ago.
That's right. That's right. But we're on Small Business Portal, we're on YouTube, not that difficult to find.
And we are we're at just about 4 million views of
no, absolutely. Absolutely.
This has really been an education platform for so many of our SMEs.
Yes. No, Marianne, not time for growth. Keep going, keep looking.
But I like that spirit, Marianne.
But I like that spirit, yes. Yes, yes.
So you remember that COVIDcast has been all about SMEs. So maybe that first episode mentioned SMEs.
Could be. Could be. Financial access, Latoya. No, not
We
quite.
talked about that in the episode, but that was not the name of the episode.
That was not the name of the episode.
Yes.
What is the name of the first COVIDcast episode? Remember, on smallbusinessportal.com, you have all of the how much cash do you need to survive COVID-19? We did have an episode on that, but that wasn't the first one. But that was a crucial question as well. Glad to see that people are actually watching the show, listening to the show, and so on smallbusinessportal.com. In the section called COVIDcast, it lists all the episodes in order, and the training memos. You can watch all the episodes there. You can also get the training memos that go along with each episode. Smallbusinessportal.com in the section called.
And Brenda says PSOJ partnership for SME Empowerment Conference. No, that is the correct answer. But as Nevada said, I would just go to small business.
No, this one is close, but not quite. What Jamaicans need to know. Not quite. What Jamaicans?
It's not Jamaicans. But remember that we talk about SMEs.
Absolutely. Kendra Jones. What every SME needs to know. Boom, boom. Mary-Ann Blake Green. Put up the intention card again. Congratulations, Mary-Ann. Excellent. Congratulations. You're a winner. Next up.
And these cards make great gifts, and we can look at a previous episode of COVIDcast and actually see Stacey Hines discuss her other life as an IT expert extraordinaire.
I didn't know she did this thing. Next up, another Bluetooth speaker from our special sponsor this evening, Flow. Another speaker for Flow. Are we ready? And here's the question. What is the main material of choice that Beanie Bud uses to make their product? What is the main material of choice that Beanie Bud uses to make their product? And remember Beanie Bud?
Yes, they were just on.
Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Hey, Sandra. Straw. Absolutely. You are a winner of the Bluetooth speaker from Flow. Fantastic. Now, we have a special Christmas treat coming up. We have a sorrel cheesecake from lifestyle guru and chef Colin Hylton. You have a picture?
Ask me the question. Make an answer.
Sorrel cheesecake. Are we ready, people? What type of lasagna did we feature from Chef Colin Hylton? What type of lasagna did we feature from Chef Colin Hylton? This evening, what did we feature from Chef Colin Hylton? Whoa, Julian Sterling! Oxtail lasagna. Yes, Julian, you are a winner. By the way, when you connect with them to go and pick up your cake, you may as well just order the oxtail lasagna same time. So you're coming for your cake that you have won and tell them, say, put out a nice oxtail lasagna for you too. All right? Excellent. Congratulations. Now we have a couple of loyal viewers giveaway. And in this situation, we're giving away a Cavit Pinot Grigio white wine to two of our very special guests who regularly attend the show, regularly ask questions, right? This wine is sustainably grown in mountainous northern Italy and is the best-selling Pinot Grigio with flavors of green pear, light floral elements, and cantaloupes. Perfect for after a long day. Today, in the Style Observer, wine connoisseur Chris Record recommend this as one of the top 12 wines that we should be drinking this Christmas. So Cavit is not the Moscato. That one is wrong. Sorry, but it's the Cavit Pinot Grigio. It's the Pinot Grigio. And these two bottles go to Shelly-Ann Elliott. Congratulations, Shelly-Ann. I hope you're on board. Yes. Shelly-Ann Elliott. Are you there, Shelly-Ann? No matter, we will come track you down. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support over the years. And also Erinsky Easy. Yes, I saw Erinsky earlier tonight, also winning a Cavit Pinot Grigio white wine. Erinsky, I saw you earlier.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Erinsky, and congrats, Shelly-Ann Elliott. And thank you both for just being loyal viewers of COVIDCastJA. I just heard Nevada say for all these years, because it feels like years now when we're at episode 36. So congratulations to you both. And now, Nevada, we're going to go to this is our final favorite thing, but we have lots of favorite things, but it's just like we had to stretch the show to like 2 hours today to try to squeeze in all our favorite things.
Hey, there's Shelly-Ann. Shelly-Ann, congratulations. Thank you for always joining us and being part of the COVIDcast family and team. Thank you. Excellent. Rochelle, go to it. Who are we introducing next?
So our final favorite thing is jewelry from Pieces of Bianca. And, you know, she's like one of my absolute favorites. She is just an artist extraordinaire. And she will not hand over a piece to you that is not perfection. She reads you up. I just had an incredible experience working with her to make a pendant, and her attention to detail is amazing. Bianca Bartley is the CEO and creative director of Pieces of Bianca. Pieces of Bianca is an exquisite jewelry line that is best described as enlightened, defying conventionality, as the tags promote, and driving prolific expressions of individuality. Can we see the clip of Pieces of Bianca?
Hi, I am Bianca Bartley, CEO and Creative Director of Pieces of Bianca. Pieces of Bianca is a handcrafted line of jewelry manufactured here in Jamaica by local artisans and craftsmen. We utilize precious stones and metals such as gold, sterling silver, platinum, as well as gold-filled material. All our pieces belong to a collection. They tell a story. That's who we are, and that's who I am. Everyone loves layering, whether it's layering rings or layering bangles. So here we have a set of rings, and as you see, it's really cool to just mix in your 14 karat gold, sterling silver rings. You can put them on, wear them alone. A lot of people wear them with their existing wedding bands. So you can have a lot of fun with these. And just as you would layer our rings, we have layering bracelets. So we have bangles for those who love the metal tones. One collection that's doing very well for us now are pieces that are symbolic of Jamaica or our heritage. So we have one collection called Pieces of History. And this collection is inspired by a piece of jewelry that my father gave my mother, who loves jewelry. And it's a solid Jamaican 14 karat pre-independence coin from long ago. And so I replicated this collection and dedicated it to both of them, utilizing the coins that my father left. So that ties into the third must-have this season. It's all about, again, layering. Everything is layering, layering, layering. So now we're gonna do the layering of chains. So, okay, I layer mine to the back, but sometimes I will show you. So it's usually a lot of people wearing multiple chains that are gold. So here is one of our popular ones now. Everyone loves the nameplates. So we've just done this one for one of our special collectors. Her name is Sophia. And again, in layering, it brings us to our another bestseller, are the Zodiacs. The zodiac is a symbol that resonates with everybody. Everybody, whether people want to say they believe in astrology or not, your sign does say a lot about you. That's what you have it now. This year, where I think everybody is investing wisely, and our brand is all about not just spending money. Or pieces last a lifetime. We have a warranty. And so we want you to continue investing with us this year in our brand, as we give you top quality jewelry with a fabulous meaning and symbolism. So we hope that everybody can come by and make an appointment and have a beautiful Christmas, because we do look forward to hosting you this year.
Pieces of Bianca. Yes. Raquel, have you noticed that there's something also about the people, not only the art, but the people, quite amazing in terms of the spirit and the heart and the commitment and the passion, that you almost need these personal characteristics to be able to create these kind of exquisite products.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that is just resonating with me throughout. And for those of our viewers who are actually in Jamaica and want to know where they can find Bianca this very weekend, because them is like Saturday minute to find Bianca. This weekend is the grand opening of Bianca's season of excellence of shopping. She's going to be at the Jamaica Pegasus 12th floor suites, and she's going to be there from Saturday, December 12th. So this Saturday. So follow her on Instagram at Pieces of Bianca. And you know, Nevada, the point you were just making, and I think, you know, as we're looking just holistically at all of our guests, whether our guests are speaking about their own products or the products of other persons who are their favorite things, what comes out is a passion of the persons creating, and then the persons who are curating their own passion in excellence, in putting forward the best that we have. What we say, no fenke.
No fenke. Really. Rochelle, the wrap up.
Wow. Do we have some final
giveaways? Custom made wooden phone holder by Myriad Edges. Put it back up. Another winner of the phone, which I'm definitely getting one. There's the question. Are you ready and registered on the PSOJ IG website? What does the acronym PSOJ actually mean? What does the acronym PSOJ actually mean?
Whoa. D. Robert says ready.
Yes, D, you're ready, but what are you saying? What does the acronym? That means the shortening. What does the acronym?
I said Julian. Can Julian win again? Because I think someone
Julian never win already.
Yeah, Julian, this was Julian win. So Andrina Drenna Silburn. Andrina, you haven't won anything yet. Wonderful to see you on Private Sector of Jamaica.
Yes, we have a special one coming up, Rochelle. What's the next giveaway?
Again, this is one of those that I was like, make we just hide it. But this is to win a 14-karat gold fill earring worth $95 US from the collection Landscape in Eye by Pieces of Bianca. Man.
Beautiful.
The question is, what was the date of the first episode of COVIDCASTJA? You remember that day, Nevada?
Right, yes. Into the chaos we jumped in to begin.
Dived in. What date was that? When did we start COVID?
What was the date of the first episode of COVIDCast?
Oh, I see an answer here from Diane Hall. Diane Hall says March 26th. God D.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations.
Exquisite earrings. fantastic. So Nevada, tablets are very essential knowing this time that we're living in, you know, any kind of device when we from anywhere that we are. So finally, for a tablet from Flow, put on the picture of the tablet is there. Question is, at the start of the show, Nevada spoke about what makes for an exquisite product. You, for a tablet from Flow, need to state 3 things that make for an exquisite product. Wow, I'm dying for these answers. Da, 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 da. What makes for an exquisite product?
At the start of the show, we listed 11 items, 11 characteristics that make for an exquisite product or service. Name any 3 of the 11 characteristics that make for an exquisite product. We did this at the start of the show.
Toya has responded, customer service.
Yes.
How to compete with other company.
Absolutely.
Quality material.
Absolutely, Toya. You are indeed a winner.
Oh my goodness, guys, we are almost at the end of episode 36 that we're talking about our favorite things, but this is also the end of season 1, but we're coming back better and bigger and even more amazing, and we're coming back in January. But Nevada, some very important things discussed today, because we weren't just showcasing products, but the stories behind the products, the passion behind the products, and what it takes to not only get these products off the ground, but to create these consistent, amazing, exquisite goods that can go on any shelf anywhere in the world. How are you going to wrap up for us tonight?
Boy, this is just a thing. Look at what we are able to do when we are ready. That is the real message of this show. Look at the level of excellence that we can achieve. And the question is, why don't we achieve it more frequently? We must begin to believe that we deserve excellence. We must put in the work to ensure that we achieve excellence. What you're seeing here is a combination of product and personality, which creates that which is out there. The sort of, again, what we did say, no fenke. Collaborate to create and win.
To be great, exactly.
Collaborate to be great, right? So really, really expand your mind, open your mind about what's possible in Jamaica. Remember, we also don't need all the skills. We can import skills when we need it, look online, train ourselves, and so on, right? This really is our opportunity. And now with e-commerce spreading around the world, we can now sell our stuff. There's some difficulty, yes, with delivery, but now we have an addressable market much larger than we had a year ago. And based on last week's show, we also are able to get paid. Exactly. So really, really, really crucial that we keep raising the bar across the products, the crafts, the service that we're offering here. And both as a provider, but also as a consumer. Do not accept shoddy work. Do not accept fenke, because that allows you to stay fenke. No more fenke, right? Let's raise the bar. Let's raise our game. Jamaican products to the world, because we can do it, as we've seen here tonight. Thank you so much, Rochelle. Long show, but amazing show. Proud. Tears in my eyes about 5 times while the show was going on.
Yeah, this was, I see Justine said this was one of my favorite things. Such great content. People are talking about, can't wait for season 2. And tonight we got an opportunity, because this has been an educational show. 36 episodes. This is our episode 36. And we have been here. We have created this platform for our micro, small, and medium enterprises, because we are invested in your success. Your success means more jobs. Your success means growth for our economy. And your success means that Jamaica is on the map of everywhere, and Jamaica is on the tongue of everybody. And we are committed not just to success, but to ensure that we are creating amazing products and delivering amazing service that not only stands up to anywhere in the world, but surpasses. That we have to see the vision of how big we can be. So, yes, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for your commentary. You know, you love the commentary.
Love the commentary. Soho says, beautiful, amazing, fantastic, passionate episode. You both as hosts have been super for all 36. Merry Christmas and stay safe. See you all on January 14th. Soho, we too look forward to seeing you on January 14th. Dr. Smith said, this program epitomizes the standards of excellence presented by the Jamaican entrepreneurs featured. Great job. Hashtag Jamaican excellence. Thank you, Dr. Smith, for your ongoing and unbelievable support.
Thank you. And we have some winners tonight. Blondell Wilson says the show of the year, thanks to COVID. So we're the ultimate pivot. Do we have, or can our producers put up the names of our winners? So our winners are clear and remember that they are winners. I see Sandra Palmer asking, how do I pick up my gift?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm not sure that we're able to do that, but by tomorrow morning on the Instagram page, we're going to have the list of winners and what you won. And basically what we're going to ask you to do is direct message the PSOJ Access to Finance page, the same, just direct message right under the list of things and identify yourself, and they will tell you where and how to actually pick up your gifts. So look tomorrow on the Instagram. Could you put up the Instagram again, please? What's the Instagram?
It's PSOJ Financial Access.
JA.
No, guys, remember one of the things we said, you have to be following our page in order to claim your prize. So go right now to follow our page. Nevada said direct message. For those of us who are younger like myself, it means DM us with your contact details, and we want that engagement too with our viewers on Instagram. So make sure that you are following our page right now at PSOJ Financial Access JA, and send us a DM right now with your information. We are so excited for you to collect your gifts. Now, if we do not hear from you, we still are going to contact you. And to our loyal viewers, again, we wish to just say thank you very much for your commitment to our show. Thank you very much for your engagement and your feedback. It means so much to us. Yes, we are at episode 36 and we started on March 26th. So we started just at the time that COVID hit us in Jamaica. And from the PSOJ, we took a decision that it was very important that we use this as an opportunity and a training platform available to all our MSMEs, that we would have this weekly episode that provided you with information to help you to bolster and sustain your business, to make good business decisions. We have been grateful for all of our expert guests that we have had over what has almost been a year. And we are grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Please, if you are an MSME in Jamaica, check out the PSOJ for membership. I highly, highly recommend. I am a member of the PSOJ. And certainly, can you imagine if this kind of information, if this kind of platform is available to you without being a member? Let me tell you, the membership value that you will get from joining the PSOJ is going to be, it is the return on your investment will, I mean, you're just going to say ticky, ticky, ticky. So please join the PSOJ. Now, our next episode of COVIDCast,
spread the word on COVIDCast, Rochelle. Remember, let's make sure that there isn't a single SME in Jamaica that does not leave this period more educated, a better business person than we were going into it. We spent a lot of time creating the content, a lot of time gathering the guests. We want to make sure that we are expanding the minds and the possibilities of small and medium business in Jamaica. So please, please spread the word about COVIDCast. Any small business that you know, any business student that you know, make sure they're aware that there's some deep and enduring learning to be had by keeping up with our episodes, going over old episodes. Stop binge watch Netflix and expand your brain.
So if you're looking for something to binge watch over the holidays, choose COVIDCast JA over the Crown. It will certainly be well worth your while. And we will be back live on January 14th. So that's Thursday, January 14th at 7:30 p.m. Now, very importantly, as you are planning, because 2021 is right around the corner, I keep feeling January is like next month, and we will be having our first online conference for the year. Remember, we had one in August, a phenomenal conference where we talked about crossing the chasm for economic recovery or COVID economic recovery. And this online conference in January is to increase the digital capabilities for SMEs as we break down technology requirements. Because as we are going digital, as we're getting more online, we need to know what we have to have in place to have the best online experience, not only for running our businesses, but very importantly, the online experience that our customers will receive. So please watch this space. Follow our Instagram page at PSOJ Financial Access JA so that you can register real early for the conference. And if you have not been receiving our memos, but also that information that is passed weekly is sent to all of the persons who email us at sme@psoj.org so that you are part of our mailing list. This has been an intriguing year for all of us. The word pivot has become part of our vocabulary. We talk about the new normal. Now, vaccination is the newest part of our vocabulary. At the end of the day, we must still recognize and believe that at our core, the passion that caused us to start our businesses, notwithstanding all that is going around, that is a passion that will drive us to continued success. That's a passion that will drive us to resuscitate. That's a passion that will drive us to open new doors for where our businesses can go. And that's a passion that will say, let me close this one and I'm going in this other direction. We are here for you at COVIDCast JA, and we welcome you every single week at 7:30 p.m. on a Thursday as we discuss all the topical issues affecting our SMEs. So we look forward to seeing you again. And you know, you're like, this is I see a lot of people saying, I'm a first timer. If you are a first timer, it also means that you're not aware of smallbusinessportal.com. But if you've been here with us before, you know about smallbusinessportal.com, and I know that you've gone on already. If you have not gone on to our webpage, please do, because you will also find all episodes of COVIDCast JA, but very importantly, our training memos. Our training memos, I know people now that print them off and put them in a binder because this is just valuable information as you are running your businesses. Yes, COVID hit us. We went through lockdown. We know about curfew, but we are already stronger. So we are coming out on the other side of this, a more resilient nation with more sustainable businesses, ensuring that we are producing exquisite products and delivering extraordinary service. So, Merry Christmas to all of you. A happy, blessed, prosperous new year. Stay safe. COVID still a keep, but guess what? Christmas still a keep. So we can still feel the joy of this Christmas season, we will just enjoy it safely. So see you again January 14th for another live episode of COVIDCASTJA.
So you have a great idea to start a business, but you don't know where to start. We completely understand. You have a lot of questions and almost no answers. Smallbusinessportal.com is here to help. At smallbusinessportal.com, you gain access to information on loans, grants, and investment opportunities from verified financial institutions. Guess what you also get? Useful business tips, access to training. All these services combine to make your business idea into a reality. Start your journey today at smallbusinessportal.com.